Have you ever found yourself questioning why, no matter how deeply you love, the people who mean the most to you always seem to slip away? You pour your heart into connections, believing these bonds are built to last, only to watch them unravel unexpectedly. It leaves you feeling as though you're standing in the aftermath of a storm, wondering what went wrong. Or worse, if you were never truly worthy of their presence. The ache in your chest, the quiet loss of someone you thought you would never have to let go, echoes with the haunting question, why does this keep happening? It's a question that haunts many, especially those whose spirits burn with a unique light, a light that can sometimes feel too much for those around them to hold. But here's the truth you may not yet fully understand. These departures, these moments of heartbreak, are not the cruel twists of fate you've been led to believe. They are not rejections, nor are they signs of something inherently wrong with you. Instead, they are divine invitations, invitations to awaken, to grow, to be refined, and ultimately, to realign with your highest purpose. The people who leave, the relationships that dissolve, are not evidence that you are unworthy of love. They are the universe's way of clearing space for something deeper, something more aligned with your soul's calling. When people walk away, it is not because you are broken, but because your spirit is meant to evolve in ways they may not be prepared to follow. Imagine this. Every person you encounter in your life is like a chapter in a book. Some chapters are meant to last a lifetime, while others are simply there to teach you something profound. And those who walk away, they were never meant to stay forever. Their purpose was to help shape you, to guide you through lessons that you could not learn without their presence, even if it was brief. Sometimes, God sends people to walk with you just long enough to spark a transformation. They enter your life, leaving an indelible mark. And when that chapter closes, it leaves you standing at the threshold of something greater. I know, it's painful. You feel the absence like an open wound that refuses to heal. But what if I told you that this pain, this period of solitude, is actually a divine gift? What if I told you that every person who leaves is simply making room for the person you are becoming? These departures are not signs of your failure. They are signals that the universe is orchestrating your divine path. The pain you feel is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your evolution. The reason they walk away is not about you, it's about what you're becoming, and the fact that they cannot walk with you into that next chapter. In this message, I want to shift your perspective on heartbreak. I want you to see it as a sacred process. Every loss is part of your spiritual refinement. You are not being abandoned. You are being prepared for the life you were truly meant to live. So, if you've ever felt abandoned, misunderstood, or like the people you've loved most simply faded away, I want you to pause and reflect. This message is for you, and it's time to stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What am I being shown here?" Type 999 if you've ever felt this way, because you are not alone. Your journey has a purpose, and it's one that requires you to walk alone for a while so you can find the divine strength and clarity that lies within you. The pain you feel now is not the end. It's the refining fire that prepares you for your next level. So, take a deep breath and lean into this truth. Your story is unfolding, and it's far greater than you can imagine. There is a deep and profound truth that you must understand if you are to truly heal and move forward in your journey. What you perceive as loss, as abandonment, as the cruel separation of hearts, is, in fact, a divine orchestration. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, it may leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about love, about purpose, and about your place in this world. But let me tell you something, it is not chaos, and it is not random. Separation is not the universe or God acting against you. It is a process of spiritual refinement, a necessary shedding of the old to make room for the new. It is divine intervention at work, guiding you to the next chapter of your life. Even if the path seems unclear right now, when people leave your life, whether through betrayal, distance, or quiet fading, it's easy to believe that you've been abandoned, that something is wrong with you. But the truth is far deeper. Every person who exits your life, every relationship that comes to an end, is part of a larger plan, one that's designed to align you more closely with your highest self. God does not remove people or things from your life as a punishment. Far from it. The divine hand that moves in your life isn't there to bring pain or destruction, but to awaken you to the truth of who you really are, and to guide you towards what is truly meant for you. What you think you need is often far less than what your soul is meant to experience. The divine will take what you hold most dear, not to hurt you, but to lead you to something better. Your soul's evolution demands that you let go of attachments that have been keeping you anchored in places you no longer belong. You see, the pain you feel from disconnection is often the pain of losing what you thought was essential, what you thought was irreplaceable. It is the soul's awakening to the truth that some things, no matter how deeply you love them, were never truly meant to stay. And while it may feel like you are losing pieces of yourself in these moments, you are, in fact, gaining something far more valuable: clarity. The divine is working in your life to remove what is temporary and replace it with what is eternal. God knows your heart. He knows your desires, and He knows that what you've grown attached to may not serve the fullness of your destiny. Sometimes, in order to step into the fullness of your purpose, the very thing you think you need must be removed from your life so that something far greater can take its place. It is important to understand that the role of God in these moments of separation is not to bring chaos, but to bring clarity. When you lose something, it isn't because you are unworthy. It's because you are being prepared for something greater. Think of it this way. If God allowed you to hold on to every relationship, every connection, and every attachment that felt familiar, you would remain tethered to a version of yourself that is not aligned with your divine path. The pain that comes from losing someone or something is the pain of your spirit being awakened to a higher truth. It's the divine shaking off the old, peeling away the layers of illusion, and calling you into a deeper understanding of your true self. God is not punishing you when people leave. He is purging the distractions from your life, so you can walk more fully into your divine assignment. This spiritual journey you're on requires that you stand firm, not on the shaky ground of fleeting attachments, but on the solid foundation of divine purpose. And that foundation is built not on the people around you, but on the strength that is cultivated within. This is where we often get lost, caught in the trap of believing that love and connection define our worth. The pain we feel when others walk away is often a reflection of our own insecurities, our fear of being alone, or our attachment to the idea of what we think we need in order to be whole. But the truth is, the journey towards spiritual maturity is about learning that our wholeness is not dependent on anyone outside of us. The divine does not want you to rely on temporary people and things to define your sense of worth. Instead, it calls you to remember the truth of who you are: a divine being, worthy and loved, independent of the circumstances around you. It is only when we release our attachments, when we allow the divine to strip away the layers that no longer serve us, that we can fully step into the power and purpose for which we were created. You see, separation is often a spiritual surgery. It's a necessary process that removes what cannot go with you to the next level of your journey. And though the surgery may be painful, it is also life-saving. God knows that to ascend, you must be free from the weight of what no longer aligns with your divine purpose. The attachments to people, places, or things that have defined you up until now must be severed in order for you to rise into your true self. This is why, as you grow spiritually, you may find that certain relationships begin to fade or end. As your vibration increases, those who cannot keep up with your frequency will naturally fall away, not because they are bad people, but because they are not part of your higher calling. Their time in your life has expired. And though this may feel like abandonment, it is in fact divine redirection. In these moments, you might feel the heavy weight of loneliness, the emptiness of being left behind. But that space is not empty. It is sacred. It is the fertile ground in which the seeds of your transformation are planted. Without the distractions of these relationships, without the noise of people who are not aligned with your purpose, you can hear the voice of God more clearly. You begin to hear your own soul's whispers, the call of your higher self that was muffled by the presence of people and attachments that no longer serve you. This is where true spiritual growth happens. In the silence. In the space that has been created by separation. What I want you to understand, more than anything, is that separation is not a punishment. It is not a cruel twist of fate. It is the divine peeling away what is temporary, so that what is eternal can be revealed. You may feel abandoned, rejected, or alone. But this is a divine recalibration. God is rearranging your life to align you more closely with your true calling. He is positioning you for greater things. And while the process may be painful, the reward is far greater than you could ever imagine. When you release the attachments that have kept you tethered to the past, you make room for divine connections, for relationships that are meant to carry you to the next level. So, when someone walks away from you, don't let the pain of their absence cloud your vision. Instead, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What am I being shown? When you can view separation through the lens of divine purpose, you begin to see that it is not about what you've lost, but about what you are gaining. You are gaining spiritual clarity, freedom, and alignment with your highest self. You are being refined, purified, and prepared to step into a life of purpose and power. And while the process may be uncomfortable, it is exactly what you need to grow. Remember, what God takes away from you is never meant to break you. It is meant to build you. What seems like loss is actually divine gain. It is a transformation of your spirit. And that transformation is the key to stepping into the fullness of your divine destiny. The separation you are experiencing is simply part of the divine orchestration that is preparing you for your greatest purpose. Trust the process, even in the midst of the pain, for it is leading you exactly where you are meant to be. Loneliness, at first glance, can feel like an unbearable weight. It is the absence of the familiar, the quiet void left behind by the people, relationships, and connections you once leaned on. The silence feels loud in your ears, as though the world around you has become still and empty. It's a pain that cuts deep, a gnawing ache that seems endless. And in those moments, it's easy to believe that you've been abandoned or forgotten. But what if I told you that this loneliness, this isolation, is not a curse? What if it's not something you're meant to fight against, but something you're meant to embrace? Because in the sacred space of loneliness, divine preparation is happening. It is here that your soul is being purified, shaped, and refined to hold the fullness of what is yet to come. You see, loneliness is not the absence of love. It's the purification of your spirit. It is the quiet, sacred space where God can truly meet you. When you're alone, the distractions fall away. The noise of the world, the constant presence of others, and the weight of external expectations are all lifted, leaving only you and your Creator. In that silence, there is nothing to drown out the whispers of your soul. And it is in this profound stillness that God begins to speak to you in ways He could not when you were surrounded by the clamor of people. God's voice is often soft, subtle, and gentle. And it's only when we are still enough to listen that we begin to hear it clearly. Loneliness becomes the sacred space in which your spirit is able to receive divine guidance, healing, and clarity. But this process is not easy, and it's not something that everyone is ready for. You were not meant to stay in your comfort zone forever. The divine path you are on requires growth, transformation, and evolution. And growth is often accompanied by discomfort. The loneliness you feel right now is a necessary part of this journey. It's a space where God is molding you, chiseling away at the pieces of you that no longer serve your higher purpose, and preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. Think of it as the refining fire that purifies gold. It's only when gold is subjected to intense heat that its impurities are burned away, revealing the brilliance beneath. Your soul, too, needs to be refined. And in this sacred solitude, God is using loneliness as the very tool to strip away what no longer aligns with your true calling. In the process of being alone, you discover strength that you never knew you had. The world may tell you that you need others to validate your worth, to give you a sense of purpose or direction. But in the quiet of loneliness, you begin to realize that true strength comes from within. It is in those solitary moments, when there is no one else to rely on, that you find the strength to stand tall on your own. You learn that you are enough just as you are, and that your worth is not dependent on the presence of others. You begin to realize that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a powerful, divine being, capable of standing firm and walking forward with faith. Even when the path feels uncertain, loneliness forces you to turn inward, to look at the parts of yourself that may have been hidden or ignored. It's easy to get lost in the identities we form through relationships, careers, or social status. But when those external identifiers are removed, you are left with the most important relationship of all, the one with yourself. This is the time to rediscover who you really are, beyond the roles you've played, beyond the titles you've worn, beyond the people who have come and gone. In loneliness, you uncover the truth of your own soul, and you realize that you were never truly alone. God has always been with you, guiding you, preparing you for this very moment of self-discovery. As you begin to reconnect with your inner self, you'll also reconnect with the divine. Your relationship with God deepens in the quiet spaces of solitude. When you no longer have the distractions of others, you begin to seek God more earnestly, more fervently, and you begin to recognize His presence in ways you never did before. He is not distant in your loneliness. He is right there with you, guiding you, holding you, and teaching you the lessons that are vital for your growth. It is in this divine solitude that you begin to build a relationship with God that is not rooted in external circumstances, but in the very core of your being. This connection becomes unshakable because it is not dependent on anything outside of you. It is pure, constant, and eternal. This process of self-discovery and divine connection is necessary for the next stage of your life. The people who have walked away from you, whether they've drifted away over time or left abruptly, are not leaving because you are unworthy or undeserving. They are leaving because they are not meant to accompany you on the next part of your journey. In your solitude, God is creating space for new connections, ones that align with your higher purpose. It may be hard to see now, but trust that this season of loneliness is not a punishment. It is divine preparation. The people who walk away are not abandoning you. They are clearing the path for the divine opportunities that are meant to find you. Loneliness is a form of divine timing. The people who have exited your life were never meant to stay with you through every phase of your evolution. Some of them were assigned to you for a season, to teach you specific lessons, to guide you through particular experiences. And once those lessons have been learned, it's time for them to move on. Their departure is not a sign that you failed. It's a sign that you are ready for something greater. You are being prepared to step into new opportunities, new relationships, and new levels of growth. The space created by their absence is not empty. It is the fertile ground where new seeds can be planted. God has a divine plan for your life, and it is unfolding in perfect timing. The people who have walked away were simply part of the old version of you. As you move forward, you will attract the people, relationships, and opportunities that are aligned with the person you are becoming. The solitude you are experiencing now is the cocoon in which your transformation is happening. Just as a caterpillar must remain in its cocoon until it is ready to emerge as a butterfly, you too must remain in this space of isolation until you are ready to spread your wings and fly. It is important to remember that loneliness is not forever. This season of solitude will pass, and when it does, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose than ever before. The divine opportunities that are waiting for you are not far off. They are being carefully orchestrated, just waiting for you to be ready to receive them. Trust the process. Trust that the people who are meant to walk with you in the next chapter of your life are being prepared, just as you are. And when the time is right, you will find them. And you will build relationships that are rooted in mutual respect love, and divine alignment. Until then, embrace this time of loneliness as a sacred opportunity for growth. Use it to deepen your connection with yourself, with God, and with the truth of who you are. Know that the emptiness you feel now is only temporary, and it is necessary for your spiritual evolution. The people who have walked away are simply making space for what's coming next. A greater version of you, a more aligned version of your life, and a path filled with divine opportunities that are waiting for you to step into. Your soul is being prepared for the life you were always meant to live. Embrace the process. You are not alone. You are simply being prepared for the divine destiny that lies ahead. Heartbreak, such a simple word, yet one that holds the weight of the deepest emotional pain. It is a feeling that can rip through your heart, shattering the very foundation of what you thought was secure. It feels as though a part of you has been torn away, leaving an emptiness that seems impossible to fill. The pain feels all-consuming, as though the world is collapsing around you. You may find yourself questioning everything what you did wrong, why it happened, or why the people you loved most could walk away so easily. But what if I told you that this heartbreak, this deep pain, is not a punishment? What if it is, in fact, a divine tool for your growth, for your elevation? Heartbreak is not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter that will awaken you to your true strength and purpose. When you experience heartbreak, it often feels like you've lost something precious, like you're standing in the ruins of your own heart. It's tempting to see it as a personal failure, a sign that you weren't good enough, or that your love was somehow flawed. But the truth is, heartbreak is a sacred process, an invitation to evolve, to heal, and to transform. God uses these moments of deep emotional pain to shape you into the person you were always meant to be. Every tear you shed, every heartache you endure, is not wasted. It is working to refine you, to purify your spirit, and to teach you lessons that are essential for your growth. One of the most profound lessons heartbreak teaches is patience. When you are in the midst of emotional pain, time seems to stretch endlessly. The wound feels fresh, and the healing seems so far out of reach. But over time, as the days pass and you begin to heal, you realize that patience is not about waiting idly, but about trusting the process of your own emotional recovery. Patience is about allowing yourself to grieve, to feel the pain, and to honor the process of healing. It is in this waiting period that you begin to understand the value of your own emotional resilience. You learn that healing is not linear, that it takes time, and that the path to recovery is a journey, not a destination. In the same breath, heartbreak teaches you the power of self-love. When someone walks away, it often forces you to confront your own worth. You may feel rejected, unimportant, or unloved, but these feelings are not the truth of who you are. Heartbreak strips away the illusions of dependency on others for validation, and in doing so, it reveals the truth that you are already whole, already worthy, already loved. Through the pain, you learn to turn inward and find the love that has always been there, waiting for you to recognize it. You begin to understand that your worth is not determined by someone else's presence or absence in your life. You are worthy simply because you exist. This is one of the most beautiful gifts heartbreak can offer: a deep, unconditional love for yourself that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Forgiveness is another crucial lesson that heartbreak imparts. It is easy to hold on to resentment, anger, and pain when someone you love walks away or betrays you. The wound is fresh, and the emotions feel raw. But holding on to bitterness only keeps you chained to the past. It's in forgiveness that you find freedom. When you forgive, you release yourself from the grip of pain, and you create space for healing to take place. Forgiveness doesn't mean that what happened was okay, nor does it mean that you condone someone's actions. It simply means that you are no longer allowing the past to control your future. Forgiveness is a choice to let go of what no longer serves you, so you can step into the freedom and peace that God has waiting for you. Heartbreak also teaches you the art of surrender. This is perhaps the hardest lesson of all. When someone you love walks away, there is a part of you that wants to hold on, to fix things, to make things right. You may want to beg for closure, to understand why it happened, or to change the course of events. But the truth is, sometimes you cannot control the outcome. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is let go and trust that the divine plan is unfolding in your favor, even when you can't see it. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control, of the need to understand everything in the moment. It means trusting that God is guiding you towards something greater, something more aligned with your soul's purpose. In this surrender, you find peace. You find the strength to accept what has happened, to release what no longer serves you, and to step forward into the life that God has waiting for you. One of the most important aspects of heartbreak is the process of releasing attachments. We often become so deeply attached to people, to relationships, to certain outcomes, that we forget to hold space for the possibility that what we are holding on to may no longer serve our highest good. Emotional attachments, while natural, can sometimes tie us to the past or keep us from moving forward. When we hold on to something that was never meant to last, we block the flow of new energy and new opportunities. Heartbreak forces us to release these attachments, not because we are being punished, but because we are being prepared for something better. Releasing these attachments is a form of spiritual freedom. It is letting go of the past so that you can step into the future with an open heart and an open mind. It is about trusting that what is meant for you will not pass you by, and that what has left was never meant to stay. In these moments of heartbreak, God is not abandoning you. Instead, He is using this time of separation to teach you how to stand on your own, to trust in His plan, and to become emotionally independent. Emotional independence does not mean that you do not value relationships, but rather that you have cultivated a sense of inner strength that allows you to navigate life's challenges without being defined by the people or circumstances around you. God is using this time of heartbreak to show you that you are capable of standing strong, even when everything else feels uncertain. He is teaching you to rely on Him, to trust His timing, and to know that, even in the pain, He is always with you. Through heartbreak, you begin to understand that everything happens for a reason. God doesn't bring pain into your life to destroy you. He brings it to shape you, to teach you, and to elevate you to new heights. Each heartbreak is a lesson in surrender, patience, self-love, forgiveness, and trust. It is a lesson in letting go of what no longer serves you and making space for what is truly aligned with your purpose. Every tear you shed, every moment of pain you endure, is preparing you for something greater. You may not see it now, but trust that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating your divine path. Heartbreak is not the end of your story. It is a chapter in your journey, a chapter that, though painful, is necessary for your spiritual growth. And when you look back, you will see that each heartbreak, each moment of pain, was a stepping stone on your path to greatness. You will realize that the person you are becoming is stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose than the person you were before. So, embrace the lessons of heartbreak. Let it shape you, refine you, and lead you into the next phase of your life, where love, peace, and fulfillment await. There is something deeply sacred about the journey of the chosen one. It's a path that is not for the faint of heart. The moment you step into your true power, into your divine calling, something extraordinary happens. Your energy shifts. Your vibration rises. And as your frequency increases, the world around you begins to change. Relationships, interactions, even environments. Everything seems to respond to the transformation happening within you. But with this shift comes a profound paradox. The very energy that was once familiar and comforting to those around you now becomes something they can no longer easily handle. As your energy expands, it has a magnetic pull, but also a disruptive force. Some people will be drawn closer, while others will begin to distance themselves. They cannot keep up with your frequency. They may find themselves uncomfortable, uneasy, or even threatened by the light you now radiate. And in that discomfort, they may begin to walk away. This paradox is a truth that many chosen ones must face. When your energy rises, not everyone will be able to walk with you into the next phase of your journey. Your growth forces them to confront parts of themselves they have not healed. It brings to the surface wounds they have buried deep within, aspects of themselves they are not ready to face. You may not even realize it, but your very presence is a catalyst for their inner battles. When you ascend, you trigger a spiritual awakening in others, but not everyone is prepared to face their own shadows. Not everyone is ready to embrace the truth of who they are. And when this truth begins to surface, it often creates a rift. People will feel unsettled by your growth, by the way you shine, by the power you exude. And in this discomfort, they may choose to distance themselves. It is not that they are bad people or that you have done something wrong. On the contrary, your journey is a reflection of your inner work, your commitment to your purpose, and your alignment with your highest calling. But growth, especially spiritual growth, is not always easy to accept, especially when it forces others to acknowledge the places within themselves that remain unresolved. Relationships, at their core, are not static. They evolve, just as you do. The people who are meant to accompany you on this journey will rise with you, meeting you at each new level of your growth. But not everyone is destined to walk with you to the next phase. Some people are assigned to your life for a season, to help you through a particular lesson or stage of your evolution. When that season comes to an end, when that lesson has been learned, their role in your life has been fulfilled. They will either evolve with you or drift away. It can be painful to witness the departure of those you've loved, those who have meant so much to you. The ache of seeing someone walk away, especially when you've poured your heart into the relationship, can feel like a betrayal. But this is not the full picture. You must understand that these departures are not losses. They are divine realignments. You are being prepared for the people and experiences that are in alignment with your higher self. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows that you cannot carry everyone with you into the next phase of your purpose. Just as a butterfly must shed its cocoon to soar freely into the world, you too must shed the relationships, the people, and the attachments that can no longer support your growth. You see, relationships are not just about connection. They are also about compatibility on a spiritual level. As your frequency rises, the people around you will either rise with you or begin to fade away. The universe, in its divine wisdom, works to bring people into your life who resonate with your higher vibration. Those who are not in alignment with your purpose will naturally fall away to make room for those who are meant to walk beside you in the next chapter of your journey. This process is not personal. It is simply the way the universe works to ensure that you are surrounded by the right energy, the right people, and the right opportunities to fulfill your divine calling. Divine evolution is a law of the universe. When you grow spiritually, you cannot remain in the same energetic space. Your vibration must rise to match the new frequency you are stepping into. As you do, you begin to draw in new people, people who align with your purpose, who can walk with you, who can understand the depth of your journey. These are the souls who will uplift you, inspire you, and challenge you to rise even higher. They are not afraid of your light. They celebrate it. They understand that your growth is not a threat, but a reflection of their own potential. These people will support you, encourage you, and help you navigate the challenges of your divine path. And as they enter your life, they will help you build the new foundation for your next phase. But you must be willing to let go of the old to make space for the new. If you continue to hold on to relationships, situations, or energies that no longer align with your higher calling, you block the flow of divine opportunities. Holding on to the past keeps you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer exists. Your growth requires space, and the universe works in its infinite wisdom to clear the way for what is coming next. Trust that when people walk away, it is not a sign of rejection or failure, but a sign of divine elevation. It is God's way of creating room for what is meant to come. Your higher vibration cannot be contained by what has already served its purpose. It must rise to meet new experiences, new relationships, and new opportunities that are aligned with your soul's mission. There will be moments of uncertainty, of grief, and of questioning, especially when the people you love begin to distance themselves or fade away. You may wonder if you did something wrong, or if you are somehow unworthy of the love you desire. But remember this: you are not losing anything. You are gaining clarity. You are gaining alignment. And above all, you are gaining the strength to walk forward into the next phase of your journey with the right people by your side. It is essential to understand that your evolution is not just about you. It is about the collective journey of all those you encounter. When your energy rises, it doesn't just affect you, it affects the people around you. Your transformation has the power to awaken something in others, to inspire them to rise to a higher frequency as well. And sometimes, this shift creates tension. Those who are not ready to embrace their own spiritual evolution may pull away, unable to handle the shift in energy. It is not a reflection of your value. It is simply a natural response to the rising tide of your growth. So, let go of the people, the situations, and the energies that no longer resonate with your higher self. Trust the process of divine evolution, knowing that your rise is necessary to fulfill your purpose. Your energy is sacred, and it will naturally attract what aligns with your soul's mission. The people who walk away are simply making space for the new, for the relationships that are meant to walk beside you in the next chapter. As your frequency rises, so too will your ability to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right energy that will propel you forward into your divine destiny. The journey of the chosen one is not always easy, but it is always purposeful. Every step you take toward your higher self creates ripples in the world around you. As you rise, you not only transform your own life, you transform the lives of those you encounter. Your energy is powerful, and it is not meant to be contained. Allow it to flow freely, and trust that the people who are meant to walk with you will find their way to you. Those who are not aligned with your journey will naturally fall away, making space for the divine connections that will help you reach your highest potential. And when you look around, you will see that the people who remain are the ones who truly understand your path, who resonate with your vibration, and who are ready to walk with you into the next phase of your divine evolution. Separation, though often painful, is not an accident or a random event in the divine journey of the chosen one. It is a sacred tool, crafted by the universe, to guide you toward your higher self. It is the stillness that precedes a spiritual awakening, the quiet before the breakthrough. And though in the midst of it, the pain may feel like an unbearable weight, it is in this space that you are being shaped, refined, and realigned with your true purpose. Separation is not a rejection of who you are. It is an invitation to rediscover the fullness of your divine purpose. It is the divine's way of clearing away the distractions, the attachments, and the illusions that have kept you from seeing yourself clearly and stepping into the life you were always meant to live. In this time of separation, when the familiar fades and you find yourself alone, it is the perfect opportunity for healing. It is an invitation to return to yourself, to reconnect with your soul, and to realign with the truth that lies within you. When people leave your life, whether by choice, circumstance, or divine orchestration, it is as though the fog is lifted, and for the first time in a long time, you can see yourself clearly. The relationships that once defined you, the external validations that you relied on, no longer hold the same weight. You are forced, in the silence, to look within, to rediscover your strength, and to reconnect with the divine purpose that has always been guiding you. In this space of separation, the divine allows you to shed the layers of dependency and illusion that have clouded your vision, so you can step fully into your authenticity. But even as this time of isolation and pain unfolds, there is a gift in it. There is a sacred grace in the process of separation. It is in this space that you begin to heal, not just from the loss of others, but from the attachments that have held you back. This period of separation is designed to break the chains of emotional dependency, to show you that your peace does not rely on the presence of others, but on your own connection to the divine. The universe knows that in order to rise to your highest calling, you must first heal the parts of you that are still tethered to what has already passed. This space allows you to cleanse your heart, to let go of the past, and to make room for the new. This is why separation is a divine tool for spiritual alignment. It is in the silence that you can hear the whispers of your soul, the gentle guidance of your inner wisdom. In the absence of the distractions that once occupied your time and energy, you are invited to go deeper into the quiet spaces of your being, to confront the fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs that have held you back from fully embracing your purpose. The divine does not separate you from others to punish you. It separates you because it is time for you to step into a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. You are being prepared for the next chapter of your life, one where your purpose is clearer, your heart is stronger, and your soul is more aligned with the divine flow. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to this healing. But forgiveness is not about the other person. It is not about excusing their actions or pretending that what happened didn't hurt. Forgiveness is about you. It is about your peace. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or blame, you are carrying a weight that keeps you stuck. You are allowing the past to dictate your future, and that is not the way of the chosen one. The power of forgiveness lies not in releasing the other person, but in releasing yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to the past. Forgiveness is not for the one who wronged you. It is for you, so you can step into the freedom that is waiting for you on the other side of the pain. Letting go is an act of divine liberation. When you forgive, you are not condoning the behavior or allowing it to have power over you. You are choosing to release the hold it has on your heart, to open yourself to healing, and to create space for divine blessings to flow into your life. The act of releasing does not make you weak or passive. It makes you strong and wise. It allows you to take back your power, to reclaim your peace, and to move forward with clarity and grace. Forgiveness is the catalyst for your healing, for your spiritual growth, and for the divine alignment that is waiting for you. One of the most powerful tools you can use in this process of healing and separation is emotional detachment. Now, detachment does not mean you stop caring or that you close yourself off from others. It does not mean you become cold or indifferent. Emotional detachment is about cultivating the wisdom and strength to release the emotional charge from situations, people, and outcomes that no longer serve your highest good. It is about learning to stand firm in your truth, even when others may not understand it or support it. Detachment allows you to maintain your peace, no matter what is happening around you. It is about developing the spiritual discipline to not allow external circumstances to dictate your internal state of being. Detachment is the practice of recognizing that your peace is not tied to the approval or acceptance of others. It is the recognition that you are enough, just as you are, and that you do not need anyone to complete you or validate your worth. Detachment is about learning to flow with life instead of resisting it. It is about trusting that, even in the face of separation or loss, the universe is always working in your favor. When you detach emotionally, you create a space where you can observe the events of your life without being consumed by them. You become the observer of your emotions, not the prisoner of them. This emotional detachment is a spiritual tool that helps you develop inner strength, resilience, and clarity. It allows you to navigate the world without being thrown off course by every external storm. When you are emotionally detached, you are no longer at the mercy of other people's actions or opinions. You learn to stand strong in your own energy, unaffected by the whims of others, and aligned with your true purpose. Emotional detachment is not about cutting yourself off from love or connection. It is about learning to give without losing yourself, to love without clinging, and to stay grounded in your own truth, no matter what comes your way. Through emotional detachment, you begin to cultivate a deeper level of trust in the divine process. You learn to surrender the need for control, to let go of the need to fix things, to force outcomes, or to manipulate situations to fit your desires. You begin to trust that what is meant for you will find its way to you, and what is not meant for you will naturally fall away. Detachment allows you to release the need for immediate answers, for closure, or for understanding, and to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Ultimately, separation, forgiveness, and emotional detachment are not signs of weakness. They are the tools that the Chosen One uses to step into their divine power. They are the means by which you release the old, embrace the new, and align yourself with the flow of divine purpose. In the quiet space of separation, you heal. In the act of forgiveness, you release. And in the practice of emotional detachment, you find the strength to stand firm in your truth, knowing that you are divinely supported and guided every step of the way. The journey of the Chosen One is not one of endless struggle and isolation. It is a path leading to restoration, alignment, and divine recompense. Every season of separation, every moment of loneliness, and every step taken in solitude is not wasted. It is all preparing you for something greater. It is the silent groundwork that God has been laying in your life, setting the stage for the return of aligned connections. Those souls who will walk with you not by accident, but by divine orchestration. And when the time is right, after you have been refined and realigned, these new connections will appear, bringing with them the divine reciprocity you have longed for. They will not come to drain you, to take from you, or to demand anything that does not align with your highest purpose. These connections will arrive because they are meant to add to your life, to support your journey, and to help you fulfill your divine calling. Restoration is not about returning to what was. It is about the divine bringing you what is meant to be. After a season of heartbreak, betrayal, or separation, you may have felt abandoned, or like you had been left to rebuild from scratch. But what you couldn't see in that moment was that you were never truly starting over. You were being restored. God was clearing away the remnants of the past to make space for the new, for what was truly aligned with your soul's purpose. The people who walked away were not losses. They were divine steps toward the relationships and experiences that were destined for you. And now, as you rise from the ashes of your past, new souls will find their way to you. People who resonate with the higher frequency you've cultivated. People who see you for who you truly are, and people who are aligned with the purpose you are stepping into. These new connections will come as a result of your divine transformation. When you pass through a season of separation and emerge stronger, wiser, and more discerning, you no longer seek validation from others. You have learned to stand firm in your truth, to operate from a place of peace, and to trust that the universe is always working in your favor. You are no longer seeking approval or striving to fit into relationships or situations that are not meant for you. Instead, you move through life with the understanding that your worth is not determined by anyone's presence or absence, but by your connection to the divine. You have cultivated a deep sense of self-love, self-trust, and divine peace, and from this place, you will attract relationships that honor and mirror those qualities back to you. These new connections will be deeply nourishing, spiritually enriching, and grounded in mutual respect and understanding. They will not come to take from you or drain your energy. Instead, they will add to your life, supporting your growth and lifting you to higher heights. These relationships will be aligned with your purpose, and together, you will walk a path of shared destiny. There will be a sense of ease, a natural flow to these new connections, because they will not be based on need or dependency. They will be based on mutual respect, divine alignment, and the shared understanding that you are both on a journey of spiritual growth and evolution. What makes these new connections so different from the ones that have come before is that they are not driven by the energy of scarcity or lack. You no longer attract relationships from a place of emotional desperation or neediness. You have learned to fill your own cup, to trust in God's timing, and to walk through life in alignment with your own divine flow. As a result, these new relationships will not require you to sacrifice your peace, your integrity, or your sense of self in order to keep them. They will honor you for who you truly are, and you will do the same for them. Together, you will create a space of spiritual harmony that elevates both of your lives. This is the power of divine recompense, when you have been faithful, when you have learned the lessons that separation and loneliness have brought you, and when you have stepped into your true power, God will bring you what is rightfully yours. These new relationships will not feel like burdens. They will feel like blessings. They will not drain you, but will nourish and replenish your spirit. They will not make you feel small, but will uplift you, challenge you, and help you grow into the highest version of yourself. This is the divine law of alignment at work. The law that says, when you are in alignment with your highest purpose, you will attract people and opportunities that are in harmony with that purpose. And yet, it is important to recognize that these new connections will not always be without their challenges. Growth is not a linear process. Even the most aligned relationships require work, understanding, and patience. However, these challenges will not feel like the painful struggles of the past. They will be opportunities for both you and the other person to evolve, to learn, and to strengthen your bond. Because these relationships are grounded in divine purpose, they will always bring you back to a place of peace. Even when you face difficulties, you will know that no matter what comes your way, you are supported, you are loved, and you are walking the path that was meant for you. As you welcome these new connections into your life, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Look at the strength you have gained through the seasons of loneliness and separation. Recognize the growth that has taken place within you, how you have learned to stand firm in your truth, to trust in divine timing, and to embrace the power of forgiveness and release. You are no longer the person you were when you first experienced heartbreak. You have been transformed, and now you are ready to step into relationships that reflect that transformation. These new connections are not simply the return of people, they are the return of divine alignment. They are the reflection of your soul's evolution, and they will help propel you forward into your purpose with more clarity, more peace, and more divine strength. Celebrate these new connections as they come into your life, for they are the manifestation of all the work you have done on yourself. They are the result of your willingness to let go, to heal, and to surrender to the divine flow. You have learned the lessons of separation, and now you are ready to embrace the fullness of your journey. The universe is aligning you with the right people at the right time, and as you move forward, these divine relationships will nourish your soul and support your higher calling. So, take a deep breath and welcome what is coming. Trust in the process. Know that your journey has brought you to this moment, and that the divine connections that are meant to walk with you are already on their way. As you step forward in alignment with your purpose, know that you are never truly alone. You are surrounded by love, by support, and by the divine presence that has always been with you, guiding you every step of the way. This is your time for restoration, and the return of aligned connections is the next beautiful chapter of your divine evolution. As you stand here, reflecting on the journey you've walked, it's important to truly understand the magnitude of the path you've taken. The people who have come and gone from your life were never meant to stay forever. Their presence, their love, their energy, though meaningful in the moment, were part of a divine orchestration designed to awaken something within you. These souls, as they entered your life, were not just there to give you love or companionship. They were sent to teach you, to trigger parts of you that needed to evolve, to challenge you, and to help you grow. They were assigned to help you recognize your strength, your power, and the depth of your purpose. Some people were only meant to walk with you for a season, and once that season was over, their role in your story was complete. The beauty of this divine orchestration is that it is always for your highest good, even when you cannot see it in the moment. It is easy to look at the departures of those you loved and feel like something was taken from you, to mourn the endings that came too soon, or the people who walked away before you were ready to let go. But in the grand scheme of your soul's journey, those exits were not a sign of loss, they were a sign of elevation. Every person who left made space for something greater. Every goodbye cleared the way for new relationships that would align with the next chapter of your life, a chapter that could not have been fully realized while carrying the weight of those who were not meant to walk with you to your next level. It's easy to forget that the divine plan is always unfolding in ways that we may not immediately understand. But trust in this truth. Your journey was never about the people who walked away. It was always about the person you are becoming. The people who left, as painful as it may have been to see them go, were never the foundation of your journey. They were simply the catalysts for your transformation. They were the ones who helped you see the areas of your soul that needed healing, the places where you needed to grow. Through them, you learned the lessons of self-love, of patience, of letting go, and of trust. Their departure was not rejection, it was a divine redirection, guiding you toward the truth of your purpose. And now, as you stand at the precipice of your new beginning, know this: the loneliness, the heartbreak, and the separation were all part of a greater plan, a plan that is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot see it yet. The solitude you once feared is now your sanctuary. The pain you once carried is now your strength. The empty spaces in your heart, the moments of uncertainty, have all been the necessary ingredients to shape you into the person you are today, the person who is ready to step into their divine calling. You are no longer the person you were before the separation, before the heartache. You are someone new, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the life that is waiting for you. God, in His infinite wisdom, has been using the seasons of your life, both the painful and the joyful, to prepare you for something extraordinary. The tears you've cried, the nights spent wondering why, the moments of doubt and fear, they were never meant to break you. They were meant to refine you. Every challenge, every loss, has brought you closer to the person you are meant to become. It is in those times of loneliness and heartache that you were given the opportunity to reconnect with your true self, to rediscover your strength, and to align with the divine purpose that has always been written in the stars for you. The people who walked away made room for your divine restoration, for the blessings that were always meant to find you. You are not who you were when you started this journey. You have grown, you have healed, and you have awakened to the truth of your power. The divine has been preparing you for the incredible opportunities that are about to unfold. And what awaits you now is not a life of longing, of searching, or of questioning. What awaits you is a life of alignment, a life of purpose, and a life filled with relationships, opportunities, and experiences that are meant to elevate you to new heights. Your soul's mission is ready to be fulfilled, and everything that has happened in your life up until this point has been guiding you to this moment. The universe, God, the divine, whatever you choose to call it, has been preparing you for something extraordinary. There is a purpose to every loss, every heartbreak, and every season of solitude. The very moments that felt like the end were, in fact, the moments that set the stage for your greatest transformation. And now, you are ready to step into the fullness of your calling. The next chapter of your life is about to begin, and it will be filled with people who are meant to walk with you, experiences that will nurture your soul, and opportunities that will propel you into the future you have always dreamed of. So, take a moment now and reflect on your journey. Think of all the moments that led you to this point, the heartache, the loneliness, the growth, the healing. Understand that each one of those moments was necessary for you to get to where you are today. Embrace the truth that everything that has happened was part of your divine design, and that you are exactly where you need to be. The separation, the loneliness, the heartbreak, they were not in vain. They were the stepping stones that brought you to this place of clarity and strength. And now, as you step into this next phase of your life, you can do so with a sense of peace, knowing that you are fully aligned with your true purpose. Trust the process. Trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way. Know that the divine timing of your life is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't always look the way you expect. The people who walked away were never meant to stay. They were part of your awakening. The divine is now bringing you what is truly aligned with your soul's mission. So, as you move forward, let go of the past with love and gratitude. Embrace the future with open arms and an open heart. Trust that everything is working out exactly as it should, and that the best is yet to come. You are not just waiting for your blessings to arrive. You are being prepared to receive them in the most profound way. Your time is now. Step forward with confidence, with faith, and with the knowledge that everything you have experienced up until now has been part of your divine evolution. The universe is aligning with your soul's purpose, and the relationships, opportunities, and experiences you have been waiting for are already on their way. Stay open, stay aligned, and trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Reflect on your journey, embrace the divine timing of your life, and trust that the universe is preparing you for something extraordinary. The best chapter of your life is just ahead, and the divine connections that will walk with you are already on their way.